Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to Xbox Central. I'm your host today, and we're diving into a fascinating story about Donkey Kong Bananza and its connection to Rare, one of Nintendo's most beloved studios. You know Donkey Kong as the iconic character who first burst onto the scene back in the 80s, but for decades, he was more commonly associated with other developers than his creators. However, it all changed with Rare's seminal game, Donkey Kong Country, released way back in 1994, which effectively defined Donkey Kong for the next 2 decades. Fast forward to today, and we're seeing a fresh new direction for the character, thanks to Nintendo's latest release, Donkey Kong Bananza. At first glance, it might seem like just another platformer, but scratch beneath the surface, and you'll find that Rare's influence is still very much alive and well. Banana takes creative liberties with its gameplay and setting, offering a more freeform structure than previous Donkey Kong titles. But despite this fresh take, the game still retains a surprising number of elements from Rare's Donkey Kong Country. From the use of balloons as a life counter to the appearances of classic characters like Cranky, Diddy, and Dixie Kong, it's clear that Nintendo has been paying homage to Rare's work. One of the most striking similarities between Bananza and Odyssey is their challenge levels, which take inspiration from Donkey Kong 64. These battle arenas, where you must defeat a set number of enemies against a time limit, are reminiscent of similar challenges in Donkey Kong 64. Right down to the staging. And some of the platforming courses that DK encounters on his quest are even more overt callbacks, playing out like traditional side-scrolling levels with iconic backdrops from DKC. But what's even more interesting is how Bananza shares similarities with Odyssey, having been developed by the same team behind Super Mario Odyssey. Both games feature a freeform structure, which was in part shaped by Rare's approach to level design in Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Kazooie. The levels in these games were proper sandboxes, offering players the freedom to explore and pick up collectibles as they saw fit. In fact, even ideas that initially seem unique to Bananza can be traced back to Rare's Donkey Kong games. The emphasis on music in Bananza owes a debt to Donkey Kong 64, which incorporated music as a core component of its gameplay. And the character Pauline, with her powerful vocal cords, serves multiple purposes in Bananza, triggering transformations and opening up new areas to explore. So, what does it all mean? Well, by preserving so many hallmarks from Rare's Donkey Kong games, Nintendo has tacitly acknowledged that Bananza would not feel like a proper Donkey Kong title without them. It's a testament to the lasting impact of Rare's work on the series and a nod to the fans who have grown up with these classic games. With a rumored Donkey Kong movie on the horizon, it will be interesting to see how Nintendo leans into the series moving forward. But regardless of where DK goes from here, there will always be bits of Rare in his DNA. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the world of Donkey Kong Bananza. That's all for today on Xbox Central.